Hi everybody, it's July 29th, it's Sunday, middle of the afternoon, getting a lot of little stuff done. One word of advice when it comes to making this kind of a decision and making this kind of change in your life: know that there's going to be chaos. Know that there's going to be stuff that you plan to take with you that you're not going to be able to find room for, or that when you've got everything in the van that you know that you need, that you want to take, you're still going to have room left over. It's going to be one way or the other, or both ways. I've got plenty of room in one place, but the stuff that I want to fit isn't going to fit in that one place. So it's a lot of compromise. It's going to be chaos, and don't get as overwhelmed. I keep saying that I'm overwhelmed, but I'm happy. It's just when I find myself in the midst of getting deep into the minutia of my stuff, I have to stop and go sit down, because I'm picking through stuff like, pick pile or take pile, leave pile, trash pile, that kind of thing. And my take pile keeps getting bigger and bigger, and there's no more, the room in the van isn't going to get any bigger and bigger. So it's a matter of finding a place for these things. And then it comes down to, all right, there's the take pile. What comes out of the take and goes into the leave trash pile? What do I do there? So that part has been a little overwhelming, because I never realized I had so much crap. I was so proud of the fact that when I moved here, everything I owned was in a minivan. It was basically half kitchen stuff, half clothes. I had a small speaker system, a small PA, a small sound system. And what else did I have? My craft stuff, like my sewing machine, those kinds of things. But over the years, I've been here 6 years in October. Actually, I plan to leave right at the 6-year mark, so I will have done exactly 6 years in Fort Wayne. And so I have never, outside of the time I was married and living with the husband, I've never lived in the same house, apartment, mobile home, what have you, for longer than a year and a half. Yeah, that's a year and a half. And I've been in this house, I moved in 2014, so it'll be 4 years this October. The end of September, beginning of October. So the fact that I've lived in it, and it's a 3-bedroom house with a full basement, it's a big place. And it's just been really me and Ginger outside of, I had a cousin that lived with me for a few months. Don't ever do that. Other than that, it's just been her and I have managed to fill a 3-bedroom house. I have places for 13 people to sit comfortably in my house right now. I've never had more than 5 people in my house at any one time, and that wasn't a sit down. Some friends dropped their kids off to hang out with me for the day while they went out of town, and they came to pick them up. 5 people in the house at the same time, that's the most. Why do I have 13 places to sit? Why? Because I had the room. So, of course, I don't need those chairs in here. The furniture's got to sell. And I've got to get the take pile smaller. What I've done in here today, in the van itself, I got my sewing machine in here and my printer. There's some paper in here. Nothing really changed up top here. I have decided I'm going to put in a shelf. It looks like there had been a shelf in here at one point, and it was taken out, so there's a brace that needs to be replaced in the back, and then I'm just going to cut a piece of plywood and put it in there, and it'll be perfect to slide my laptop in on, and microphones and some other stuff. There's enough space right here. I think I'm going to figure out something. My DVDs are going to go there, or I might take all my DVDs out of the cases and put them in a DVD CD case kind of thing, and then take up this much room instead of tons of That's a lot smarter. So I'm going to be doing that this evening. Wow, so many decisions to make. Actually, I'm going to be leaving a lot of those at the lake at the cottage when I take off, so I'll probably leave them in the box. I'll figure something out, but that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to work on the ceiling up front a little bit, the fabric has come away from the Reflectix. I just had it hemmed basically with duct tape, and it slipped out of the duct tape. So I've got to get that fixed, and just little stuff. So, and then I work tomorrow, so I've got to figure out how to get everything I need for work in the van. All that stuff that I was sitting there that said didn't really count because it goes in and out of the van for work. Well, I got to figure out some place to put all that shit. So I've got that going, and yeah, I think that's it. Not a very interesting Sunday. Well, for you anyway. For me, it's just involved in minutia, teeny tiny little things. So, but at least I'm there. At least I've gotten to the point where it's just the little stuff left. All the big stuff is done. I'm sleeping in the van. Somebody wants to complain about it tonight, they can. But yeah, my back is so much better on this bed than it is the one inside. It's been perfect weather, and I want to try it in inclement weather. So, oh wait, hang on. I gotta take you guys up top real quick. You gotta see this. So when I was sleeping in here the other night, I heard this big thud, but I'm underneath. Can you see this huge old maple tree right here? Yeah, I'm underneath a big, huge maple tree, so I didn't really, but I heard this thud on the roof. And I woke up the next morning out of curiosity to see what it was, and it's that bug down there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's been upside down. I thought it was dead. I just now see that it's moving. Thing is huge. Maybe I should go save it. Oh, my hair looks like, well, I don't really care what my hair looks like, honestly. I'm working. Who cares? Maybe I should go save it. Okay, I'm gonna save the bug. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Hugs and kisses and follow your blisses. Hi, blissers. Is that a good? No, I don't. Angles. As you can see, I still look like I live here. It actually still looks like 5 people who don't know where to put their stuff live here. I got up early. It's Wednesday, August 1st, by the way. Sometime in the AM. I got up early today, got the dog fed, started the coffee, and just started to dig in stuff in the kitchen area that needed to be taken care of. Like, I had a bunch of craft stuff strung out on the table in there that have been there for a while, and I'm getting rid of it. I'm going to keep a core, some tools and stuff, some basic stuff, because I'm always going to be a little bit of a maker. So I'm going to keep some stuff, but just the physical act of going through it and realizing, oh, I bought this to do this project, and I could still do this project. I have time. I still have this. Oh my God, Stephanie, just get rid of it. So that's what it's been like. And every step has been a little overwhelming. I don't freak out overwhelmed. When I get overwhelmed, I shut down, and I have to sit down and I have to think about stuff. I have to work through the process in my head. That's just the way my brain works. At least I'm self-aware enough to know that that's how it has to happen. So I don't get to that ragey, frustrated place that a lot of people get to when they just can't figure out what it is that's up with them, why they're feeling this way. So I figured this out. I am overwhelmed because I have spent the last few weeks going through things that I have spent years working to buy, and things that I love, because I don't buy anything I don't love. And while making the big decision to get rid of it and to downsize my life, to let go of that, it's still here in the house. It's still here. I'm still seeing this stuff that I'm getting rid of every day. It's not going anywhere, so it doesn't feel like I'm progressing. Well, because I'm not. So that's what I'm going to do today. The hair. Man, my 5 head. Biggest forehead you will ever see. Well, probably not the biggest. What's this one doing? All right, sorry, squirrel. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to bag up that pile of clothes, go into a donation box. Going to go through other stuff, go into a donation box. None of my furniture that I've listed for sale seems to be moving. It's really cute stuff. people say so all the time. I've gotten a lot of messages, but mostly from people who just can't read the whole ad, be bothered to read the whole ad to find out how much something is. So, working on that. I guess my piece of advice today, actually, for the overall thing of minimalizing, downsizing, moving into a van, RV, just downsizing your life in general, is if you make the decision to get rid of something, get rid of it. Actually, get rid of it. Don't put it in a box and let it sit in the middle of the floor. You may have loved that thing. You may still love that thing, but a piece of you has realized, I don't need that connection as much as I used to. So, make sure you have a partner for the physical stuff for the build out. Number one piece of van life advice for me. And number two, the actual act of downsizing is an emotional process. Help that emotional process along by physically letting go of what you've already emotionally decided you don't need in your life anymore. And you won't be so overwhelmed. Duh. That duh was for me, not you guys. That duh was for me. It's just, I've spent weeks in this place, and it finally just took me sitting down and looking this and going, I need to go to the Goodwill, and realizing, oh shit, if I'd have just taken this stuff to the Goodwill 3 days ago when I decided to get rid of it, then I wouldn't be so overwhelmed that it looks like I still live in my house. So, that's what I'm going to do today, Wednesday, August 1st. I'm going to make that final step in letting go of the things that I love. So, I'll check in with you guys later. Hopefully, this will be the next step process. Anything else cool, I'll check in. Or just random and stupid or soapboxy. I'll know. Maybe if I just feel like I need to get something off my chest, it may end up in your lap. All right. Until next time, hugs and kisses and follow your blisses. Hi, blissers. It's Wednesday, August 8th. As you can tell from the familiar surroundings, I am still living in my house. A week after I said I was going to be out. Why, you ask? Well, let me tell you. I seem to have made a bad decision with this job. I ignored some red flags, culture and atmosphere-wise, personality-wise, some big red flags during the training session. And those have continued to raise themselves. So there's that. I love the job. I'm good at it too. I've received accolades from both my bosses on not only my pictures, but the way I interact with the kids. The one boss thought I had experience in children's photography, and I hadn't. And yeah, he was impressed with my kids, with the way I interacted with my kids, and that, of course, is the highest compliment. Well, the only thing higher is when you choke up a mom because it's the best picture her kid's ever taken. That happened, and that was fucking cool. That was very cool. And the fact that I am minding my F-bombs, P's, and Q's should be pretty, impressive. Those who really know me know that those are kind of my second language. Anyway, so that's what's happening on the job front. With that part of it, the other part of it, and I knew that I was going to be responsible for moving the gear from one gig to the other, setting it up, tearing it down, transporting it. It's my gear, it's my kit for the season. But that means there's 200 pounds of photography equipment in the van, in the middle of the van. I can't even get in the van right now. There's no place else to put it. And it's not the kind of thing, it's a 6-tripper up the stairs to the house. So I'm not going to come home after working all day and reload all of it into the house and then get up an extra half hour early to reload all of it in the van just so I can sleep in the van. Not when I have the convenience of a bed, a house right here. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. So I mentioned getting a trailer for it, and I'm not exactly sure what has happened in the past, but that suggestion was met with a bunch of puckered buttholes. And so I said, okay, all right, it's not working. I'm literally living to work because work is in the middle of the van I worked to live in. So, bye-bye photography job. The house. The house is, I think, one full day away from being completely done. It wasn't until last night that the furniture went. Not all of it, but the coffee table, the desk. A woman sent me an offer on Facebook, and we back and forth a little bit, and I really liked her vibe. And she said she couldn't come and get the stuff until Tuesday, so I just kind of made the decision that, you know what, whatever's left when she gets here on Tuesday to buy the stuff she wanted to buy, if she wants anything else, it's hers. She can take it. And when I told her that, she was like, are you sure? I feel bad. I'm like, no, please don't. Understand that this is stuff I have loved, and if you have an appreciation for it, you have a usefulness for it, I am more than happy for you to have it rather than throw it away or, just donate it off to someone random, because I love my stuff, especially that end table. I put a lot of work into that thing, and it was cute. And I didn't want to have to donate that to Goodwill. Actually, it would have gone to Restore, because I think that that's probably more in line with like what they sell. Whereas Goodwill, they'll just sell anything. And I wanted to make sure, kind of like pets, that the furniture I was rehoming was going to be loved and appreciated. So I am convinced. And if you're watching, girl, congrats on that house. And I am happy to be just a little teeny tiny part of the new joy that you are going to find in every day in your new home. So thanks for liking my stuff. Thanks for liking my style. She actually called us, what did she call us? Like same gender soulmates or something like that. I can't remember the exact words, because those positive human interactions, they just really juice me. So I definitely remember how wonderful it felt in the moment. So wonderful, I can't remember exactly what she called us, but that's okay, because, yeah, it's always good to find a member of your tribe hanging out. And I toured her and her sister through the van, well, what we could do. And they were like, oh, that's so cool. Like, it really is, except I'm still living in my house. So between bouts of gastro chaos and that little interaction with them last night about my van, I just had to make the decision to let the job go. So that's what's going to happen. Hopefully Sunday, I can say for sure. Simply because I have a bartending gig on Saturday night. I'm not even sure where it's at yet, so I don't want to commit to putting the dog at the cottage by herself for 5 hours on a weekend night. So that's the only reason why, because I don't know what's going to be going on there, and I don't want her to cause any problems or be stressed out, because it's going to be all brand new for her. Yeah, and then next week I'll just hit the new job search really, really hard. Hope something cool comes up. I'll keep you in touch, or I'll keep you in the loop, rather. I'll probably check in. Hopefully I'll be able to check in with you sometime this weekend and tell you that something major has changed and I'm back in my happy place, and there will be a smile back on this face without the flu. See, there's just a smile. I always have a smile, but yeah, hopefully without the flu. God, please don't let this be the flu. Okay, I'm going to go try and eat something. Wish me luck. Hugs and kisses. I hope you're following your blisses, and don't be stupid like me and live to work. Don't do it. I love you.
over the highway, through the hills, way past the city line. Something real, last stone to come falling down. Wash me clean, feel the sound.